It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. They run the option on 2nd down.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Hal throwing on 3rd down here.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now they'll change things up. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and a run by Robinson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
First down by Davis, who a lot of people labeled a potential breakout guy before last season, and he delivered, blossoming into one of the league's best deep threats.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Allen to throw once more. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Dotson in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the gun on third down, Howell. Throw left side is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. Back to throw, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He connected on his first, this from 41. Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, to get off on the snap, they timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here we go, Shaq.
2nd down, Howell now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now 3rd down and very long. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s.
He's got him in, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Buffalo.
To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bills 7, Commanders 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Howell to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
At the 48-yard line.
Allen going to audible to a different look. On first down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
One last shot before the break. Howell got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Gets around him, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Allen running the option to the left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Allen now looks to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Hines, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Howell changing the play here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Straight ahead, it's Robinson to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing here, Howell. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do
is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
56, 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Rodriguez with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Howell throwing for it. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To the air, Allen. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
That open man that time, we ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Hines. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Dancing to his left. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Cook. Is in. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Commanders 12.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Howell going to audible to something else. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this?
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 70 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
19.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll start with the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Cook running right. And some room to... There he goes, right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Allen Allen is actually going to throw it here. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Powell to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to get